This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Bev's Video Kingdom is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
Bev's Video Kingdom really is brought to you by...
What the fuck?
What's up, dude?
One of my renters broke the toilet again. That dude takes giant shits. Now I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Why don't you hire a property management company or something to take care of that stuff?
Because they suck, and they take 10%.
You know, our dude Hank owns and manages Heritage Realty Partners. I think he said he only charges 5%, and he visits each property at least once a month.
That's right. He's always posting beers from the road. You have his number?
Actually, I do. His personal number is 805-451-5734.
Perfect. Now he can deal with my renter's big shits.
Heritage Realty Partners.
For all your property management and investment needs.
Start this thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is BVK back at you today, and we are doing something we have not done in pretty much exactly a year. We are about to speed draft.
Are we a year? Has it been a year since we've done this?
Yeah, the last time we did, we were here at the Last Call Brewing facility, and we were brewing the BVK IPA Director's Cut. And here we are now, dropping our third iteration of the BVK IPA.
We're in an industrial warehouse.
Industrial warehouse. It's a nice blue sky out there. It's about a chilly 50 degrees. I don't know.
It's pretty fucking cold.
Feels pretty good to me.
I can't drive 55.
Nate's warm-blooded.
I rolled in shorts.
Yeah, this dude walks up in shorts.
I had a long
just got back to the beach, eh?
But then I pushed the sleeves up, so that kind of...
It's like Coach Chaney back in the day, our football coach.
The Somerville playoff game.
Son of a bitch. It was
Still doesn't make any sense. How did he do that?
Yeah, it was so cold outside. He's wearing shorts on the sidelines.
All right. Well, hey, we are here about to record our second annual speed draft. And when you're going to do something for the second time and you want to make it big, you get a guy named Hank, King of the Hoisters, here to judge the official BVK speed draft. Hank, what's going on, brother?
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for a couple reasons. One, because this hadn't happened for a whole year, and we got this champion who's been holding on the belt.
Holding on
it tight. He's hoping to reclaim the championship this year. And if that happens, I'm sure all of you other hooligans are going to say this is not a real draft. But once that changes hands, I think it's going to become something magical.
So Hank doesn't know this, but as a surprise for him, for this year's speed draft, we decided to change it up a little bit. We're all going to do speed right before we start drafting. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
I actually meant to have you bring the speed for me, and I forgot.
You forgot the speed?
What if I already did speed this morning?
Wait, it's bring your own speed?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't know it was
Fair
bring your own
point.
speed.
But I already was on speed this morning, so do I got a double dose? Is that what I got to do?
I don't know what speed is.
What if I gave up speed for my New Year's resolution? I might be in trouble here, guys.
You gave up speed 2 days ago?
He's doing slow.
I gave up calories, so I'm on mini thins right now.
Hank's doing slow January. No speed.
I'm doing a slow, yeah.
Fucking days take forever.
Oh shit! Yeah. So
January.
Zach was the first official winner of our speed draft, and you spent a good couple months just saying that actually counts.
It was so long ago that I don't remember this, but yeah, I probably talk shit.
The other belt I saw floating around was a Den Network belt. Is that real? Did you guys create that? That's amazing.
You know what? We do have the belt sitting here. The Deluxe Edition Network is the podcast network that BVK is a part of, and this month there are 2 pods of the month.
That's right.
That includes Barrel Aged Flicks, our friends from Virginia, who do movies and drinking and all sorts of shenanigans. You can check them out. They've got an amazing studio. They're like way more high tech than us. And they're awesome.
That's not true. They just record more footage than you guys. They puke a lot too.
They do puke a lot. Hank, you were recently on a barrel aged.
It was Barrel Aged Chicks, the wives episode.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I got invited to next year. I'm going to be on the Flicks.
Gotcha. Okay.
They're good dudes, but yeah,
Next year, 2025 or in 2024?
2024. This year. Sorry, this year.
That's a long calendar.
My brain's still not there yet either.
Hey, Scott, who's the other podcast of the month?
I believe it's Bev's Video Kingdom.
Oh,
Wait.
shit.
Whoa. Hold on. I thought that they're the podcast of the year.
Yeah, we're both now.
We have
How
two.
can they be both the
But
podcast?
as
We were
preluded,
fucking-
it is a new year. Are we still the podcast of the year?
We
or-
are until they do the second
I
ever
thought as
Denny.
soon as
Okay.
2024 came around, they're like, well, we better put Bev's right there because obviously that's the.
Yeah, we're
we leave
dual
on the
wielding
top.
right now for all you video gamers. We're dual wielding both the podcast of the month and the podcast of the year. So
The crown jewel, as you would say. Well, just like how Last Call Brewing is the crown jewel of the Oakdale breweries, we are the crown jewel of the BVK podcast.
We are the brown cool. It's just a one. Damn it! It's a one jewel crown.
That was going to be a good fucking speech.
I think we're also the podcast of the day because we are here at Last Call Brewing. So I think we've got a trifecta going here. But yeah, so we, as you know, you might hear a little background noise on this episode, but that's because a fresh batch of BVK IPA is right now boiling. There's some hops in there. Hank just dropped some hops in there.
11 pounds or 11 ounces of Strata. Ounces, right? Not pounds.
Pounds.
Pounds?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It
You only
pounds.
put in 11 ounces. You're only going to check on that.
Yeah, we go big with the BVK IPA. So, folks, we're going to let you know on January 26th.
Good. That's what I've been telling
There
people.
is going to be on Friday, January 26th. There's going to be a release party at Last Call Brewing, their tap room on First Street in Oakdale, California. There is going to be an amazing time. There's going to be musicians. There's going to be beer drinkers. There's going to be amazing people. Lots of smiles.
Always fun.
Amazing people serving beers, like our friend Kat, who's over here helping out today. She's the best. Kat, how you doing?
It's not on a mic.
She's not on a mic, but you know we love her. There you go. Yeah, so come down, tap room, January 26th. Make it happen.
January 26th. It's a Friday.
That is a Friday.
Friday. All right. What are we doing today?
Hank, we decided to tap you to be in charge.
Like literally like about an hour ago.
Yeah, we're like,
like
hey,
that.
you're going to ask us some questions, and then we're going to have to try to respond quickly.
You want me to host this? Okay. I
And you are going to be making snap judgments, which Hank is very much a very methodical judge. But today we're asking him to quickly, after hearing responses, back to back to back to back, he's going to make a decision on who
back.
gets first, who gets second, who gets third, who gets fourth, who gets fifth for each question.
Each round.
It's an uncomfortable position to put somebody in. Like if you're a real I liken it to jerking off. Like if you're a real methodical, like gotta have your lotion, your magazine,
Get everything set up.
Yeah, exactly. Like if somebody's like, hey,
shades
I need you to
down.
freaking bust in like
Put the light on
The
the
next 30
exact
seconds.
so
dimmer,
this is like
that
jerking
you
off
want it
in
on.
front of people versus like
oh, okay, in front of people. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
that's very uncomfortable.
We're going to be staring at you the entire time. Eye contact, a lot of eye contact.
A lot of contact.
I'll probably actually be jerking off while you do.
Straight up wedding crash under the table. I don't know what's going on over there.
The BVK apron over the table here.
Feels so good when Hank jokes
there might be some reach arounds going on. I don't know what's going on underneath the table. I cannot see.
Look and just like jerking off, I'm here to help you anytime you need it.
He's got the OG judge right next to him.
Scott was in a fraternity in college. He knows exactly what it's like to jerk off with other guys.
All right, so we've got. And last time we did a speed draft, we had all bar related questions. It was questions about what's your favorite bar food, what's your favorite beer, what's your favorite song at the bar. There was a lot of like interesting questions like that. This time we just watched Jackass. If you heard us last week, we were talking about the movie Jackass. We wanted to talk about, drunken shenanigans. The Jackass crew is notorious for being quite lubed up as they're doing a lot of their crazy shit. And so we're going to go ahead and ask some drinking related questions.
Now, is it all drinking? Because I thought it was just.
I don't think
'cause-
any of them are drinking
Yeah,
related.
yeah. Because the question.
There's not a single drinking related question.
Well, if drinking gets
It's-
related, that might
it's
add
more
some bonus
related-
points in the
'cause
judgment.
no,
It's more related to
Dumbest shit you ever
jackassery.
did is not
It's-
related
it's-
to
it's ja-
drinking.
it's jackassery.
Worst personal injury could be related to drinking.
It could be.
Could be.
Favorite jackass character could be related
We'll
to drinking.
just say this, okay? If drinking's involved, you might get some bonus points.
All the jerking
there
off
you
talk.
go.
All the jerking off talk made Brad want to say the words lubed up. That's what happened.
I think it got put into my mind. All right. So, Hank, I think we're going to, at this point, let you take over. We already, we had a little race outside. We were all on scooters. We had rocket skates on while we rode those scooters, and whoever got first place gets to draft first. And that was Zach. You won the race.
I did. I actually put an extra rocket in my butt.
It was impressive.
Cheater.
It was impressive, and it didn't blow up until he got across the finish line. It was a magnificent finale as he crossed the finish line.
So I'm first.
You are first. You're
So
gonna
what's
be
our
answering
first? What's our first category? I'm ready.
First category for speed draft 2024 is dumbest shit you ever did.
Dumbest shit you ever did. Okay. So I did pre-think about this. So this is going to take a little bit of explaining. So it's not going to be like the
So it's not-
fastest.
So speed draft is off to a great
Slow
start.
draft. This slow speed draft.
So dumbest shit that I ever did. I went to school on not an abandoned but on a decommissioned army base, right? So Fort Ord, California, they put in Cal State Monterey Bay there, and it was an old army base, and so we were
Shout out
young.
my son just getting accepted to that.
Yeah, exactly. So we were young and dumb, and I mean, this is the dumbest shit that I've ever did that I want to admit to on the podcast.
Right.
So we went and explored the base, right? So you could go and you could drive. It was huge, massive base, and you could go all over the place. So we go, and there's an old military prison.
Which town is this? I'm sorry.
This is in Marina, California.
Got it.
Fort Ord Army Base. So we're living in the old Army barracks, and we're drunk, and we leave, and we go, and we're just exploring, and there's big fields and shit, and we go across two fences and go across this big field because there is a decommissioned old military prison that is there. It's nighttime. We go over two fences, we cross this field, go into the prison, walk around the prison. It's the scariest shit ever. There's still stuff in there, fucking just absolutely terrifying. It was totally scary.
Did you see any ghosts?
I was just say ghosts.
We did not see any ghosts, but if you were gonna see ghosts, this is the place to
This
see
is the
ghosts.
worst speed draft ever.
And fucking dude. But
Best story. Then.
anyways, the fucking dumb part about it was everything that we did, and then later we find out that the field that we crossed was, if you go, it was basically a place where they had fucking mines. They had decommissioned mines, and they were there were signs everywhere that we found
That we blew
later
up some
on.
shit out here.
That we found later on that were don't go in here because there's fucking live ammunition and live fucking shit all over the place. But we didn't die, and we didn't see ghosts either, but it was really scary and really stupid. And I remember thinking afterward, that was fucking stupid.
So we're putting down walking across a minefield. Is that what
I mean, that's how I thought of it.
I put landmines.
That's
All right, Scott.
So mine's gonna be shorter, and it's that's pretty dumb. Mine has to do with bungee jumping. I decided to go bungee jumping, and not just jumping off like a normal person. This is at Oakwood Lake Resort. Used to be around.
Oh, yeah.
And so so that little
Manteca
platform
water
up there,
slide,
yes.
and I went up there, and like a moron, instead of just jumping off and whatever, I decided to try to do a backflip. I was like, fuck it.
Sure,
And so,
why
and it's
not?
the one where the cord's around your waist.
Yeah,
I jump, and as I spin around, my legs straddle the cord, and so it's actually between my legs. And so
got the super wedgie.
when I hit the bottom, it straight up just wedged my nuts hard. And there's a picture that it has to be somewhere. I know my mom has it somewhere in the house of me at the bottom of and my face is just going because it's literally smashing my nuts at the bottom of this bungee jump.
Oh, just like the super wedgie from Jackass. Love it.
Oh.
Yep.
let's see. I got two close competitors, but I think I'm going to go with waited until 31 to start drinking.
Dumbest thing you've
And that's
ever
a
done.
true story, folks.
This is truth. This is absolute truth. I was
Short and sweet.
What was
I
your
watched him
first
take a
drink? What was
drink.
the first drink you had at 31?
Cough syrup.
I think it was
Boone's?
I think it was
something
ironically
at 7, I thought.
no, it was some sort of glass of wine.
Oh, shit.
Boring.
All right, Walter. Hey, I don't even think we introduced that Walter's even here on this episode. He was here with us last week,
Hey, guys.
and he's still here.
The king of the Brewsters is here with us, Walter.
King of the Brewsters?
The king of the Brewsters.
Is Punky the queen?
Are you calling Kendra Punky?
She's kind of a punk sometimes when she's on the show. Love you, Kendra.
But yeah, he is here and he's drafting with us. Walter, how you doing, my brother?
I'm good. Doing all right.
What's the stupidest shit you ever did?
Stupidest shit I ever did was in high school. My buddies and I, only one of us had a car, and it was a car that happened to be able to get 265 miles an hour. Oh, and we would drive up and down the highway at about 150 miles an hour.
Oh,
so we did that like back.
What kind of car was it?
It was a Mitsubishi Evolution 8.
were you trying to go full Paul Walker on us, or what?
I mean,
So what was the fastest you guys tested?
we got. There were 4 of us in the car, and it got to about 150.
Okay. So you didn't go too
Shit's got to be shaking at that point, right?
It was pretty sketchy, but we were in high school, and it was, we thought we were invincible. And so we went between Richmond and Pinole, where the guy who had the car lived in Pinole, and we lived in Richmond, and we just go back and forth on the highway, seeing how quickly we can make the trip.
Dude, wow.
Damn.
All right.
That was kind of dumb. But.
That is dumb. Brad.
That is dumb.
Mine goes back to junior high, and in my when we had our Fight Club episode, I talked about that kind of our neighborhood kind of had a little bit of the anarchist. We had a little bit of a crew that was just kind of always trying to Project Mayhem everything. And one time we decided that we were going to fill water balloons, and we got like the dye that you would put in jeans, like the very aggressive dye. And we filled water balloons with
Rit
that.
dye, right? Rit dye.
Yes. And we went and we found a car that had its sunroof open on a hot day. And we fucking just got on top and just dropped that water balloon down with the dye in the middle of a car. And it's not that it was like the dumbest thing. I think it was dumb, but it also, it's the thing I felt the worst about doing. Like later on, I thought about it, I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe coming out to your car.
Were there other people weren't in the car?
No.
So they just walked out of their house and were like, why does this look like fucking acid wash?
And it's just, yeah. And you're going to have to completely reupholster your car. It's like,
You tell your kids about this one?
I have not, but they're gonna hear it.
I was gonna say.
No, and I just feel like an asshole, and I just think it was just dumb to do because it was very destructive.
Okay.
And it cost somebody some money, some poor soul that was just like coming out to their car and like, what the fuck?
I like ending each one by saying, that is dumb. All right, next question.
All right, well, that's the first round, right?
So now, are we gonna, like last year? I scored him as we went.
Yes.
Do we want to wait and have him score him at the very end?
No,
or
I think he has to do it fresh.
Speed judge.
It is
Okay.
speed judging as well.
So rank them from 1 to 5, and 5. I'll give.
You want 5 as the
best.
You want to rank so the numbers
Yeah.
are higher, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna go.
You can go in reverse order, whatever you want to do. Or
I'm gonna do driving way too fast. The first one.
But yeah, best or worst?
best or worst.
That's the dumbest.
The dumbest.
That's a 5.
So 5
That's a
points.
5er.
Okay.
Next one is drinking, waiting 10 years to drink for some reason, and not trying to drink before you're 21.
Okay. That gets 4 points. Nate.
I'm gonna go next one. Died random car because I threw bowling balls in car. I feel you on that one. Used to go into McHenry Bowl and like pick up random bowling balls, and then like, oh, no fingerprints are gonna trace back to me. Yeah, we'll stop there. The next one I'm gonna go is minefield, even though I think maybe your pipe bomb story was a better stupid story.
I forgot about the pipe bomb story.
And then I'm going last bungee jump.
Fuck yourself. Sorry. All right.
All right.
Pipe bomb was
who was
stupid
five?
too, though. That wasn't your fault. This one was your fault.
That was my.
had
R.I.P.
5
What got the 5 there?
R.I.P. Chris Manning.
So Walter got 5 points.
Okay, that's all I need to hear.
Okay.
Jew.
Driving 150. I got to give you that's.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
And at any
Scary.
point, you can throw in a bonus point here or there if you like something a lot or whatever.
Yeah, no, I got
So,
that. It's
okay.
coming up.
Okay.
Next one, and Scotch is starting this one off, is worst personal injury.
Worst personal injury. There's a couple I can think of. The worst one, I was walking.
Squish nuts.
I was walking home from school. I was probably, I don't know, probably third, fourth, fifth grade, somewhere around there. Bus dropped me off, going down my long ass driveway. So we lived where I live now. So I'm walking down the longest driveway, and there was a burn pile that had been burned, and it was just a pile of ashes. And I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. This could go under dumb shit too, but like I basically went over to the pile and thought it was cooled off, and I ended up tripping, and my hands first into these hot coals and burnt the shit out of my hands. And my pinky was like a giant blister. Like I had these major second-degree burns on my hands.
That's dumb.
My mom was at my grandma's house, which isn't too far away but far enough, and she heard me crying, screaming, and so she ran home real quick and found me in the bathroom with water on my hands.
Is the Scotty alert? He's crying again.
So, anyway, that's my worst.
That's
Ouch.
terrible.
Nate.
I've got no really good ones. I gotta admit, this sucks. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this. It's less the injury than the solution. So I was playing third base when I was in school on like a city league softball team, and I was a pretty bad baseball player, still am. So they hit a hard hopper to third, and I go down with my left, my glove down low, and my right hand kind of above it to cover, and it takes a weird hop. And I mean, this is like, these bases are like 10 feet long or something. That ball's coming, 150 miles an hour. So it hops and hits me directly full speed in the tip of my middle right finger. Oh, and like blew up the bigger of the two knuckles on that. So immediately know it's broken. Like I'm damn near going to pass out. This is what I do when I get when I start to feel pain. I just pass out. So
A little blood too, probably. I'm sure.
Actually, in this case, no blood. It just my finger was like. Yeah. Anyway, so I go to this like hand surgeon or whatever, and he's at the university hospital, and so he thinks it's cool because he's like, I can do some new shit with you. So he's like, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stick a piece of metal through your finger. It's gonna be exposed by about a quarter inch on either side, so going through sideways like this.
Oh, crossways.
But then we're going to make a couple goalposts out of it. And then for good measure, we're going to drill a piece into right above your small knuckle to make a little triangle up above your finger. And then we're going to put a rubber band on it. And that is how they fixed the finger. They put that metal apparatus there with a rubber band on it, and so that I could move the finger while it was healing. And I walked around with that stupid thing for 6 weeks on my finger. Can you imagine how bad it hurt when I bumped one of those metal pieces on something accidentally?
It's like headgear for braces.
It was like some medieval shit, dude.
Sounds like just painful.
He's like, I'm going to do something new. I'm going to go get a coat hanger.
I want to check in on this
clip
doctor.
pieces of it off.
He's got a dungeon somewhere.
Still have full feeling in that
He's
tip?
fucking cranking things
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
no, the tip, no problem. But here's the craziest part. Obviously, I was under for the surgery, but when they pulled it out of my finger, he just grabbed my finger, put a piece of snipped the tops, took a pair of pliers, and literally just ripped it through my bone in my finger.
Oh, fuck.
It was wild.
Wow. How old were you?
23 maybe.
7 years from his first drink.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, I took a lot of Vicodin on that.
Walter.
Thankfully, I don't have very many big injuries. So the worst thing I think that's ever happened to me is, I guess the one that has come closest to being a very serious injury is when I was in elementary school. There's a scar on my eyebrow that you guys can all see. I don't remember which one it's on. That came from a chip in a plastic lunchbox. So I was running to recess, and I took my lunchbox everywhere, and I tripped because my shoes weren't tied, and the lunchbox fell in front of me and broke, and I landed on it, and it cut me open.
Oh, shit.
So I had to go get stitches on my eyebrow and everything, but had I it half an inch lower, and I'm probably not. I'm probably one-eyed. So I guess that's the closest I've had to my worst injury.
Do you know what was on your lunchbox?
I was in the 5th grade. It was a Ninja Turtle lunchbox.
Walter the one-eyed brewer.
Yeah,
It's actually kind of badass.
Yeah,
You had a
that's
little
probably
patch while you were brewing
Yeah, you'd be
beer?
a pirate looking.
Yeah, I think that's probably the closest I've come to having a very serious injury. I've broken a knuckle before, but that's really the only other
That's a
serious injury
reportable
I've had.
OSHA injury, too. You lose an eyeball, you got to call OSHA.
So,
All right, so I'm not a very religious person, but back in the day, I liked doing religious stuff because the church that was kind of like the cool church that people went to, they did a lot of fun activities, and one of the things
And there was hot chicks there.
and
Let's
there was
tell the
hot
truth.
chicks. This
Thanks.
is truth. And I was dating one of those girls. She didn't go to our school in junior high, so I was like, oh, I got the girl from the other school, and we went up to Stockton to go do some broom ball, and it's on. Just basically, you go on shoes on the ice, and you go out there and start playing broom ball. And I'm right there in the mix, just going wild and stuff. And I go to swing one time to hit the ball, and my feet come out from under me, and the first thing that hits the ice is like my cheek. Oh, like I went down hard. Of course, though, being like little tough guy that I was trying to be, I pop up, and I'm sitting there and a little bit woozy, and I kind of get behind the play. And as we continue to play, I'm like, I'm gonna go play goalie. Because I'm essentially concussed. I definitely was concussed. So I go back and I'm sitting there like spinning as I'm like trying to play goalie, just kind of sitting there like watching the things happen. Like time was like in a weird loop and I didn't know what was going on. I thought I'd fractured my cheek, but I did not. We went and got x-rays. I didn't fracture my cheek, but the first thing that hit was my face, and I tried to just tough it out because I was like...
This girl's like, Brad, are you okay? You're like, no, I'm just feeling the spirit.
I'm just... I went back and played goalie for a while. They're like, hey, can I get back in the game? I'm like, I'm cool with goalie. Like, this is good. This is my pace right now.
Dude, my fraternity, we rented out the ice rink a couple times and got fucking drunk and played broom ball, and some guys got fucking hurt, like a lot of falling down, and it was
we should have probably had helmets because your face hitting the ice first is not fun. I did not like that. Yeah, but that was it. That was about the roughest I've ever been in as far as injuries.
So I too don't have very many crazy injuries, but my best one, and probably the one that like will make people queasy, is I remember in science class in 7th grade, I got up and did like something in front of the class, and then was walking back, and this fucking guy Eric lives right around the corner from me now. He's a grown man, he's got kids and shit. So do I.
Wait, you were bringing attention to yourself?
No. It was like Zach, come up and talk in front of the class.
Oh,
so
okay.
I like fucking went up and talked in front of the class, and then I was walking back, and he like had to go up next, and he got up and went, and fucking just the type of dude that Eric was in 7th grade, he fucking kneed me in the fucking nuts, like super hard.
Just as you're walking by in front of the teacher?
Walking in front of the class, everything, and I'm like fucking, fucking go down, sit in my chair, and I'm just like, God damn. And I walk all the way home. I get home. My mom is also a teacher. She doesn't come home for like a few hours after me. So somebody's car alarm's going off.
Yeah.
So
Cars are getting stolen as we speak.
I get home and I'm like, fuck, man, this still hurts. I go into the bathroom. I freaking go pee. As I pull my underwear down, there's blood full in my underwear, and it has dried, and my underwear is stuck to the head of my penis. And I'm panicking, and I can't pull it off because it's like dried to it. And so when my mom gets home, I'm like, Mom, like, she comes in the bathroom, and my mom just grabs the underwear and fucking pulls it and rips it off, and it just starts bleeding everywhere. And the head of my penis was freaking he had kneed me in such a way that the head of my penis had split open.
Oh,
to where it had like a split on my penis. And they ended up like butterflying it at the urgent care. And penis is penis is fine. Penis is fine. Works great now. But that was
just a Band-Aid. That's all we need. Just a Band-Aid.
How old were you? What was the age on this?
7th grade.
Way before kids. Okay.
Yep.
Oh man!
No, wow. I thought it was a nut injury. It was a penis head injury.
Yeah.
Do you have 2 pee holes?
No. Oh. But when I come, it goes in 6 different directions.
It's like the little wacky sprints.
I love my notes. The
air guy who's floating around, flapping in the wind.
I got my little chart going here, and for kids, I got kneaded nuts / blood cock.
I just remember the blood dried to my underwear, and my mom being like, my mom just grabbing it and ripping it off like a fucking, like you would rip a Band-Aid off, and then it just started bleeding like crazy.
Hank, score that one, Hank.
Blood cock is a great Band-Aid.
Blood
cock's my Band-Aid.
All right, well, neither the nuts gets first. That's freaking gnarly.
I knew he was going to steal it.
Look at that. That's a $5.
I'm going to give
knee to the head of the penis.
Knee to the penis, or whatever you want to call
blood cock.
child maker.
Blood cock.
The love missile. Burn pile gets number 2. We're going to go ice concussion number 3. Lunchbox number 4, and fielding injury dead last. I took one of those this year. That was probably worse than yours.
I watched our boy Ed break his ankle at our softball game.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It was pretty bad.
So after the second round, just for fun, so it's already a tight race. It's so starting with Zach 7, me 5, Nate 6, Walter 7, Brad 6. So it's all
me and Walter are tight.
close.
Tight.
Let's go. Tight.
Am I getting towed?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
All right, I think I'm
As long as you're on this side of the lot, you're good.
In a world where podcasts have become bland and stale, one podcast dares to stand above. Barrel Aged Flicks Podcast.
We're reviewing drinks,
Breaking down movies, busting each other's balls.
and we're big in Hong Kong.
Barrel Aged Flicks Season 4. It's in the bottle.
Yeah. Available on Spotify, Apple Music, Audible, iHeartRadio, TikTok, YouTube, Patreon, and OnlyFans.
All right, round 3. Who's up?
Round 3.
Nate's first.
The next topic is favorite Jackass character. This would be the Jackass series of movies,
I
TV
feel like
shows.
I'm good. I feel like I'm good. Number 3rd. All right, here we go.
I'm
Nate's
last in
kicking
this.
it off.
I got fucked. I don't want to be last in this one.
I mean,
It's
I gotta go
interesting
with
to
my
see.
heart here.
Yeah.
I shouldn't drink
I
that.
really like him in the show and in the movies, but I also have heard interviews with him, and I think he just is a genuinely interesting person, and I'm going to go with Steve-O.
Yes. He's super sober now and like does stand-up comedy.
Some cool
and like it's pretty
perspective.
interesting.
Yeah.
He still
But he's
does that crazy
Gnarly
shit.
as fuck still.
He's crazy in the show, but he's always like just so good natured.
Well,
Like, he's
even
just
when he was
never,
sober,
like,
he started
malicious.
doing stand up, and the lot of the enders was he staples his scrotum to his leg, like that was like his finale.
I love that.
It's just so fucking crazy.
He was interviewed, and he said that's one of the specials in one of his new bits. He got a doctor that would inject him with essentially what do they give you when you're pregnant? Epidural while he's running at full speed to see what would happen to him, and his legs would just stop working, and he's gonna fall. Like that's part of the video he's doing.
Insane.
Yeah.
All right, Walter.
And he's doing all that sober. That's crazy.
Second.
My favorite Jackass character, who can't be Steve-O, right? It would have to be just during the show, Bam. During the show. Not now, but during the show.
Bam?
Yeah.
Him beating on Phil is always like, just
I hate that. That's like my least favorite.
Oh,
You guys left me the number 1 pick, which is Johnny Knoxville, because there is not one person in this world who can take just an aggressive injury and come up making jokes like he does. Like when he gets knocked out by Butterbean and he's like, "Is Butterbean okay?" Like that's the first thing he says after he's
that is an all-timer right there.
Yeah.
Like he was pissed in Jackass the most recent one where he like got hit by that big old ox or whatever, and like he double like flips in the air, and the first thing he's like, "Oh, I fucked up the magic trick." Like he's just instantly is always going to have a one-liner when he wakes up or when he's just taking terrible injuries. He's just so great, and he's a funny guy, and every interview I see with him is awesome. So
Nice.
Johnny Knoxville.
I think the funniest character on Jackass, and not in the first movie, which I think he doesn't get his real showtime, is going to be the Party Boy.
Chris Pontius.
Pontius.
Chris Pontius is
He's so fucking funny.
he's a
super low key handsome dude. Fucking great booty. Like freaking the guy's fucking amazing. I love the dude. I think he's super funny, especially on that the show that he had with Steve-O where they like go in
Wild
the jungle and
Boys.
shit. He's really funny.
when he does the party guy thing, it's like it's creepy, but it's also kind of endearing. You know?
Yeah,
it's like
he just likes to party.
just likes to party.
I feel like partying right now.
It's crazy because there's 5 rounds and you guys didn't take my number 1.
Yeah, number 2's on the loose right now.
Dude, Wee Man.
Yo,
That's a good pick.
He's
Wee
always
Man
fucking smiling.
is a
He's always
good
his
one.
laugh is hilarious. Dude, when he kicks himself in his own forehead.
oh,
dude,
awesome.
I fucking laughed like
Kick
I'd never
yourself in
seen
the
it
head.
before. Oh yeah, I love Wee Man. He's hilarious.
I do. If you were to pick just 5 seconds out of that movie, a single 5 seconds, that's the funniest 5 seconds.
Kick yourself in the head, wee man. And he does it.
All right, so speed judging. Steve-O, number 1. We got Wee Man, number 2. Knoxville, number 3. Bam, number 4. Party Boy, number 5.
Time out.
So was
Say
that
it
too
again.
fast?
He's speed judging.
Well, I'm also you're labeling. I'm gonna have to put opposite
I know.
numbers. So you say 4.
Steve-O,
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
Wee
it.
Man, Knoxville, Bam, and Party Boy.
Got it.
So Party
Okay.
Boy is the
The
one he
least,
liked the
uh,
least. Okay.
Gotcha.
Out of those, it's hard. It's
Party Boy got
I
1
concur.
point.
I'm not a Party Boy fan, but
I
he's
love
so funny.
Pontius. He's the second funniest.
All right.
He stuffs the thong, right? He has to stuff it.
Next-
that's not-
No, he's got a
no,
hog.
him?
He's dragging hard.
his
He's
cock
got-
is all over that movie.
Oh no, he's got a hog. Yeah. Kendra agrees. She knows. Kendra's over there. She's laughing because she's like, I've thought about this so many times.
Kendra, who admitted on a podcast, I think on the Greatest Hits episode, that she wants to see all the penises. I
Actually,
believe is
no.
what she said.
What she said was that chicks talk about dick all the time. She personally doesn't talk about it a lot, but she has her hand on her tit constantly. And then she goes, I'm holding my tit right now.
Yeah.
And she was.
All
She
right,
is
what
right
is
now,
our,
too.
what is our fourth question? here?
Fourth question is the best MTV era show. So going back a little bit, best MTV era.
This is
show.
very
Walter.
subjective. This is going to be interesting.
Walter gets the
Walter's
first
going to
pick
kick
here.
this one off.
Well, I mean, MTV era. So that's a broad.
It's
so just
ver-
our favorite
huge.
MTV, best
MTV
MTV show. Okay.
Like it's an actual show.
Reality
Yeah, yeah,
show, whatever you
Okay.
want.
TRL.
TRL?
was my pick.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
With Carson Daly.
With Carson Daly, captivated a nation every afternoon at 5 p.m. or whatever it was.
Yeah, they had that little studio that overlooked Times
So
Square.
tell those
Total Request Live.
Okay, yeah,
yeah. It was
Jen, like whatever comes after Z doesn't know what that is.
TRL, Total Request Live, top 10 music video countdown every day. It was awesome.
It was like NSYNC or Britney Spears or
for like 3 years straight.
Exactly.
It was one of those two. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going with my heart because the show that captivated me the most by far was Jackass. Like it was just it came out and like I said, we had our little Project Mayhem in my neighborhood, and there was we had a camcorder, so there was a lot of shit that got filmed, scooter jumps and like wrestling and just dumb stuff that we would do. And it's just like, oh my God, they got paid to do that shit that we were doing when we were. I mean, we weren't that extreme, but we were also in that same vein. So I love Jackass, and I couldn't believe that it was a actual TV show that people were making a career off of. So that's my choice.
So this is going to be an unpopular pick, but I got to tell my real pick. So the show that captivated a nation, and that I was in college when this show came out, and we had a whole group of dudes, no women involved, and we would go every Tuesday or whatever the episode would come out, and we'd all get together
Teen
and watch.
Mom.
And that was Laguna Beach.
Wow.
What?
Laguna Beach was on MTV.
Yes, it was.
Dude,
it was the
season
OC,
1
but
of
real.
Laguna Beach.
Who's the main actress?
Lauren
on that?
Conrad.
Yeah, I was good. Lauren.
She was so
She
fun.
was so fucking hot.
What was the,
man.
what was the
And her-
couple? Who was the couple?
The like
Got
evil,
married-ish.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't really love them, but they were great for the show. They were great foils. And then fucking
And then they got divorced.
Well,
the
Jen,
blonde that married Jay Cutler.
yeah,
was
Jen
super
Cavallari.
hot. Yeah, dude.
She was.
Kristen Cavallari came
Kristen
from that?
Cavallari.
Yeah, Kristen
Yes.
Cavallari. Yeah,
I didn't know she came from that show.
Oh yeah.
But Lauren Conrad back then was like,
Lauren Conrad and Kristen Cavallari
Just
wearing bathing suits at like 16 years old captivated my heart, which I was like 18, so I think it was okay, but probably
you were
still
the
wrong.
audience selection
Yeah.
they were looking for.
Your description, I thought you were going a different way, but your description of the show.
There's
Scotch.
there's two different ways I'd like to go with this. I'm going to go with being a musician. I have to go with this. One of the most iconic performances on TV and ever is
Ooh, I know what you're doing.
MTV Unplugged.
Damn, that's a good steal.
Nirvana called one of the greatest performances in recorded history, especially acoustic. It's just like so amazing. So I'm going MTV Unplugged.
They got that vinyl for sale.
That is a good choice.
It's a great.
Post Cobain death. Oh shit.
Did it come out after he was dead?
Yeah.
I forgot about that part. Holy crap.
so I don't love reality TV. That's not my genre at this time.
That surprises me a little bit.
But somehow this fits.
Okay.
And it's, I think, credited as the first reality TV show. And that is The Real World.
Yep.
And I didn't watch it at the very beginning, and I haven't watched it in many years, but there was a stretch there, probably maybe seasons 10.
Was it Real World San Francisco? Did you watch that one
I
first?
don't
was the
think
first
so.
That was
was
the first one was
New
LA.
York?
No, I didn't watch till I was like San Diego or New Orleans. Or I don't know, but like,
Or maybe it was New York was the first one. It was either New York or LA, but then San Francisco was like
one of the first.
was like number 2 or 3, and
I was
that was
after
with
that.
Puck. Puck was a crazy person.
I remember that. I never watched it.
And
but
they
I
had
remember hearing about it.
the dude that was he had AIDS, and like he
that was a
passed-
big deal.
Pedro,
Yeah.
he passed away right after that. Yeah, there was. And then do you remember Boston where the dude slapped the girl?
Oh yes, I do remember that.
She had like Crohn's disease or something like that. I don't remember what she had.
I mean, back then it was kind of an interesting thing. I mean, I don't know the history of it per se, but like it certainly felt. I mean, the editing was there, right? They're obviously like trying to tell a story that way. But I think it was much less scripted than reality TV.
Oh,
You had
totally.
less
Hidden
of an
cameras and
avenue-
stuff.
you-
Like they're just going to edit it, whatever
they're doing the
parts
editing,
they
but
want.
like the
after
stuff
the
they were
fact.
doing and saying was like, I think really what they were doing.
Totally.
and saying.
Well, you didn't have the idea that this is going to lead you to I'm going to be on other shows. I'm going
Right.
to become like a celebrity from this. It was just like you're going to be on the show and
let's
and
stick
whatever.
a camera in the house, see what these
Yeah.
fucking people do.
And we'll pay
Yeah.
you to be on like this weird, live in this house. We'll pay you to live here.
Yeah,
And that was like-
it wasn't
that was
like
enough.
I'm going to make this into something else, which is I think what reality TV is now.
And the houses were sick.
Right?
Like it was almost like a mix of MTV.
yeah, when they first walk in, they get to go to each room. They're like,
So
"Oh shit,
I
look at
love
this!
that
Oh
part,
shit, look
yeah.
at this!"
It's like a 7 bedroom, 8 bath house.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so the scoring on this one. I'll try to break this down
Nobody took
fast
Pimp
for
My
you.
Ride? What the fuck?
There's
is
a
going
lot
on
of
here?
missed ones here. I thought
Yeah.
someone would catch Celebrity Deathmatch. We were talking
Yeah.
about that
You turned
earlier.
your car
Nice.
into a
Claymation
movie
of
theater.
finest.
My wife is shaking her head in disapproval that I didn't say Jersey Shore or The Challenge.
Oh. Well, I still think TRL gets first place, so don't shake your head too much.
What?
Second's
You
going
youngins.
MTV Unplugged. I'm going to go Real World for that great description. We off-railed on that. I'm going to go Laguna Beach just because of the
Fucking
bikini
A.
conversation.
The T-shirt. The T-shirt.
And Jackass goes last, sorry.
So sad.
Laguna Beach would have been last, but he brought in the bikinis. That's hard to... I'm with you, man. I'm
Okay.
with you.
So, the standings as of right now, and we have a fifth round
A bonus, a
That-
secret bonus round.
that Hank hasn't told us what it is yet.
I'm so excited.
And so we have no idea what it is. But going into the final round, do you guys want just the scores, or do you want to know who's got what?
Just give us numbers. Just give us numbers.
Just numbers?
Just
Okay.
numbers.
The numbers are 10, 10, 13, 14, 14.
Oh, shit.
Wow. That's real close.
I know.
I'm holding up the rear.
So there could be a tie if one of the 10s gets a 5.
No, we're
And-
doing
and then-
some extra points.
and-
we'll
okay.
clear any ties. That's not going to happen.
I love it. Okay.
All right, here we
It's
go.
tight. It's tight.
All right, so this final one no one knows about, and it's going to be a little bit of a break your brain.
So hold on, before
And
we do this,
Brad's
should
got
we
the
introduce
first
a
pick.
real actual speed element to it?
What do you mean, like put a timer on it?
Yeah. like
no
you have to
des-
add-
no description, just an answer.
Is that fair since I'm first pick and
Yeah,
you all get to
is that-
think about it
is
for
that what
like
you're-
Oh, yeah,
minutes?
that's a good point. Yeah.
I think due to what I'm going to ask you,
If
I
we all
feel
had to
bit
write down a
unfair
piece of
to-
paper and then like
to-
hand it to them in 20 seconds, that would make sense.
Yeah.
So
But-
if anybody starts talking more than 2 minutes, I'll just get over it.
All right.
But-
Okay. All right.
But this one's going to require a little bit more. The subject is something that we're here. We're in the brewery. It's a new reiteration. I would like to know what your favorite sequel is of any movie. Favorite movie sequel. Since we're doing a brew sequel today of the BVK, I'd like to know what your favorite movie sequel
So
is.
it can be it can be a third part.
It can be
Yeah.
a 2-movie sequel, saga, a trilogy.
So it doesn't
a
have to be part 2.
5-part.
It could be
Part 3 or
part
part
4,
4.
part
anything
5.
after number 1.
Okay.
So if it's better than the first one, probably a good vote. But can't be duplicates, just like your draft. So sorry.
Who gets first pick?
This
Brad.
is me.
Okay.
It's your second.
Okay. Good.
And mine is gonna just show up really quick because while there is one I think is the correct pick, I'm gonna go with mine that just blew me away in the theater,
Cars 2.
which I think is underrated, folks.
Cars 2 underrated, really?
I'm going Back to Future 2. We've got Future, we had hoverboards, we had flying cars, we had just, I mean, in the late 80s, you're just looking at this stuff being like, oh my God, this is the future. Like technology is starting to like ramp up and computers and all this shit. This is what we're going to have in 2015. And then of course we got to 2015 and it was all bullshit. But I love the movie. A lot of people I think are up and down on it, but I think it's a great sequel.
It's the best. It's the best Back to the Future
And
movie.
number 1 left you where that car flies off, and you're like, "What the fuck is going to happen?"
Totally.
And then 2, you get
Delivered.
you get to see it, and you're just like, "Oh shit!"
Wish
this
we
is
had
awesome."
self-drying clothes because that is still underrated.
Drying on. I love it.
So, Brad didn't pick the right pick, and I'm not going to pick the right pick either. But I'm going
It's
to go
lingering.
with one that I just watched with my son, who is recently absolutely obsessed with boxing, and I'm going to go Rocky 4.
Whoa! Yes.
Damn
One
you.
of my
Love
favorite,
that.
one of
Good
my
choice.
favorite sequels of all time.
That's almost.
God, the
Oh, my
soundtrack is
goodness.
where I was gonna
perfect.
go.
And that's a 4, so there's like a couple other ones.
Oh yeah,
Woo.
that are not as good.
Ooh, speed it up. Let's go,
Okay,
Scotch.
when I think of sequels, I'm gonna go T2, Terminator.
Damn
2.
you.
Oh, that's
damn,
a good
that's a
pick.
great
Still not. No one has picked the correct answer. All right, I love it.
One of the all-time greatest.
I think you're going ESB is correct, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe okay.
Yeah, that's what I was.
You are
thinking.
correct.
I mean, that's
I don't think
I'll stop
either.
talking.
I don't think either of these guys picks it though.
these are awesome. This is an awesome list.
Nate, slow. Nate, come on! You've had 3
I
picks
almost put
to
that
choose,
on-
dude.
as-
It's hard.
Yeah.
They're so interchangeable.
I mean,
Nate's changing this into a slow draft.
Love Actually didn't have any sequels.
yeah. I mean, the problem there's not a lot of good
Valentine's Day,
There's not
Valentine's
a lot
Day
of
was the
great
unofficial.
rom-com singles, right?
New Year's Day.
Hallie meets Sally's sister.
Yeah. So this is a toughie for me. I guess though, you guys kind of left me no choice here.
There it is.
Empire Strikes Back.
That's the correct answer.
It's a
I was waiting
phenomenal
for
sequel. It's
We
not
just
like
kept handing it off to each other.
yeah. I'm taking it. You guys want me to do it? I'll do it.
Yeah.
If he didn't, I wouldn't have picked it either. Anyway, so it would not. If Nate didn't pick it, it wouldn't have got picked.
Thank you.
The best sequel of all time is The Godfather Part 2.
So this is a funny one because like I think it's it's argued to be the best one by many. I do not like it better than the first, and I also wouldn't say that I like it. Like I don't know, I don't like it as well. It's overrated for me.
Walter,
I've never seen
good.
it.
why'd you choose 2?
You never seen 2?
Why did I choose? Why did I choose 2?
I'm just saying.
As opposed to what, The Godfather Part 3?
No, why is it better than 1?
Well, you just said the best sequel or your favorite
'Cause
sequel.
it's the
best
second
sequel.
one, dude.
I can't pick one.
That's a great point.
Yeah, Brad.
I picked the second half of The Godfather Part 1.
Better Dawn. For sure.
This is going to be. I don't know how the hell.
Okay.
This judging
What's
is
funny, I was
great.
watching, I was looking on Max the other day. There's 3 Dusk Till Dawns.
Oh,
Did
they
you
do.
know
Yeah,
that?
they had a bunch of like
fucking
throwaway straight to video.
I think there's 10 Home Alones. There's a couple like that just go off on the sidelines.
It's like the Van Wilder. Like they had 1 billion of those.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And American Pie, they had 17 of those.
American Pie 2.
All right, so this is the hardest round of draft. I didn't really think about that before I made the subject. I thought this would be a great subject. And I kind of screwed myself.
Now speed judging is
So
not working out.
speed judge on this one. I am going to go fast and rip off the Band-Aid. We're going to go in
5 points.
in my favorite order. Empire Strikes Back,
4 points.
Back to the Future 2.
3 points.
Boo.
Oh God, I love Rocky 4. T2,
2
T2
points.
was a good call.
and then Rocky 4, and then Godfather 2. Fredo brother.
Wedding is horseshit.
Walter's, he just bounced.
He's
He
just
left.
like, I'm out.
He's like, fuck
This is
this.
Okay.
I'm going to go ruin their beer
I
right
was saying
now.
he's just opening the spout and dumping the whole
He's just
tank.
like,
Pouring Amarillo hops in there.
Okay.
oh, shit.
little white sauce.
Like, you get all the Amarillo now.
Hey, Walter, how about this for the BVK name? BVK IPA Walter Strikes Back.
Oh, that could be pretty amazing.
BVK IPA Walter Strikes Back. Oh, or the Brew Father.
Revenge of the Walter.
The Brew Father.
The Brew Father too.
Father too.
Okay. So I got the final results here.
All right.
Okay. From
Godfather 1's better than the second. I agree with Nate on that. I'm sorry. That's a good
in
sequel. But
in 5th place with 12 points, Zach.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Zach.
There will be
Laguna
no,
Beach.
there'll be no repeat. On
Laguna
the
Beach
worst.
sunk me on that one.
Chris Pontius actually was your worst score.
Yeah.
That's the only one. Party Boy.
Disagree.
Okay, so then we got next with 14 points, Brizad.
Oh, Brad, eat
Fourth.
it, Brad.
Yeah.
4 is my lucky number.
Jackass killed you on that one, and then you had like a bunch of 3s. You're right in the middle on those. Then
Good
Back to the
old
Future was your
average
best.
Brad.
Yeah. Then we got 3rd place. Walter came in with 15
Walter
points.
in third.
3rd place.
3rd place.
Then
He's
With
making
16
humping
points.
motions over there.
16 points. Yours truly, Scotchback,
Wow.
which
Son.
is the new champion of the speed draft with 18 points.
And I didn't even take my speed today.
Nate, 18.
Shit.
Boom.
That's so 5. Oh, wow. You were.
He
All
had-
Nate
Good
needs is a
average.
brand new, completely different format, and he's fucking all of a sudden back
That's
on top.
right.
no
Yeah.
bonus
That's champion.
points.
You know what?
apparently.
This is my first
Jeez.
draft of 2024.
Should these.
all
So
of
these
us.
should count as drafts? These W's? This should count as an official draft?
Of course.
Shit.
Cool. Well, then I guess I was
amazing
the champion last year.
Amazing
then.
how that works.
Yeah. Hey, it doesn't matter to me. I was going to be in last place last year either way. Why not start the year off strong?
Yeah, no, yeah. You had 2 first place. You had the Steve-O and the Empire Strikes Back were your 2 big ones. You had the first drink at 31. You got 4 points on that. You shit the bed on the injury, but you had enough to win with the real world. So,
Congratulations,
good job, buddy.
Hank,
you.
thank you for speed judging. I know that's not your style, but you
did a great
came
job,
through
though.
like
Yeah.
a champ.
I felt like there was some
No
real,
bonuses needed to be added
That's
because
the-
there was no ties, but you did
rounds
hold
it out.
fine.
I think I've given each of you a first place now at some point
Yeah.
along my life.
Oh, that's
needed
right.
it. I needed
4
it.
drafts and 4 core members. That's not planned.
Love that. All right, well, folks, we are. You know what? You're gonna have to check the socials, but you can check us out on our brand new YouTube page. Where you know what? We've got a YouTube, and we might be posting videos. We might, just neglect it. Who knows?
What about our old?
But it is brand new.
What about our old episodes?
Our old episodes are on there. If you want to see the BVK logo on your screen while you watch the BVK podcast on YouTube and listen to it, it is available to you. So you can check out all our old episodes.
I like the
on
idea
YouTube.
that at some point we go back and like we listen to the episode and then film like sort of like performative.
We do reaction.
We do reaction videos and kind of like
I say we go
claymation.
We go Tyler Durden style and just throw dick pics randomly. Just a little shot of dick pics every now
just
and then.
flashes every once in a while. And then like the first guest to or the first fan to respond to the email whose dick that was, they get a prize.
There we go. Oh, we're gonna be our dicks. I thought we'd use porn stars.
Well, you won't know. We won't know.
Shit,
we won't tell them.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh, you say we don't have porn star dicks?
Well, I don't know. I wrote a song about it.
Yeah. So
How do we find our YouTube channel?
The YouTube, you just search Bev's Video Kingdom on YouTube, and you will get right directly to our page. We did do the greatest hits. It's got all the different movies. So if you're listening, the commercials. If you're listening to the commercials episode, you'll see all the different movie pictures to help you help remind you of what the commercial's about.
Yeah, I had no idea that was an option on Spotify, and I was listening in my truck. And I got out when I got to work, and I grabbed my phone. I go, "Why is Eddie Murphy on my fucking screen?" I was like, "Oh, Brad got tricky and did some editing."
So
Brad's the best audio-visual guy.
He's the man.
Well, the visuals have not gotten crazy yet, but at some point we might start getting a little bit crazy.
I suppose that in 2024 we're going to go video with our pod. Am I right?
That's the goal.
Audio/visual.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody would want to see.
You're going to get to see my mug.
Yeah.
I might just wear a mask though.
I think we might all do masks of each other. All right, folks. Hank, thank you for being here. Walter, thank you so much for being a part of this. Scott, Nate, Zach, you guys ready to do some pods in 2024?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Let's go.
All right. Well, we will let you check the socials to see what's coming up next week. We will try to give you a little alert to which movie you should watch and be ready for the 2024 season of the BVK podcast. January 26th, Last Call Brewing, Oakdale, California. Be there or miss out on the BVK IPA. It's delicious. It sells out like crazy, folks. If you don't get there in the first weekend.
What time do they get there? Because they don't open till, Irvin style, we could get there at 6 in the morning. But
oh, you can show up at noon and start, they might give you a little secret sample of it. But we'll be rolling in there about 5 or 6, and there's going to be some amazing music from Scotch Beck and others.
I say it every year. This year, I am definitely doing it. I am playing Supertramp, Tramp Stamp, and Fight Club Soap.
Oh boy,
Fight Club Soap.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a great product. All right, folks. Thank you for listening to us in 2024. Stick with us. Tell your friends. Check us out on the socials, and we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.